y'all, I am at the Goodwill outlet, aka the bins. For those of y'all who are new here, my name is Mogi Beth, and I am a full-time reseller, six-figure business owner selling women's clothing on places like Poshmark and eBay. And in today's video, we are at the Goodwill outlet, also known as the bins. And this is the place where, if you don't know about it, let me show you. There are massive bins of clothes, and these clothes consist of items that weren't purchased at the original Goodwill thrift store and just excess donations that Goodwill wasn't able to process for their thrift store, because y'all, so many clothes are donated to Goodwill that they really just can't keep up, and most of them unfortunately end up in landfills and being shipped over in other countries. So shopping at the bins is such an amazing way to save from textile waste, and being able to purchase these items and give them a new life either in your closet or in someone else's closet, I think is such a really honorable thing to do. A lot of people make a living just buying things at the bins, buying things at the Goodwill outlet and reselling it online, or they take it to consignment stores as well. And that's the beautiful thing at the bins, because you only pay per pound. So as you can see here in Portland, these are the prices that I pay per pound, but it differs from state to state and area to area. And some states honestly don't even have Goodwill outlets. When I lived in Kansas, we did not have a Goodwill outlet. The closest one was either Kansas City or Oklahoma City. If you haven't been to the bins, check to see if there's one in your area, because the bins is such a really fabulous way to make extra income if you're not a reseller. And if you're a reseller, it's a really excellent way to keep your cost of goods down, because it's so cheap to shop at the bins. However, last time I went to the bins, I literally found nothing. So I spent an hour. It wasn't actually in this one that we're gonna go into, but I spent an hour in another one and I found nothing. So I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that I'm able to find something good this time. When I shop at the bins, I make sure I have comfortable shoes on, and I make sure I have podcasts and audiobooks ready to go, because it's just a lot of digging. It's a lot of just going through a lot of crap. You're gonna see like 1,000 rocks for every gem or diamond. So we are going to go in there. Sometimes people wear gloves. I don't, but that's something that you can do if you want to go in the bins, because these are raw donations oftentimes, and sometimes they have stains, sometimes they're wet. You just never know what you're gonna find at the bins. So some people do choose to wear gloves. FYI, I am gonna definitely be wearing my mask. I'm gonna bring in a IKEA bag, and I'm gonna try my best to film as much as possible. But at this Goodwill outlet, I've actually been told to put my camera away before, so we'll see how that goes. Let's go in there and see what we can find, and then we're gonna do a haul. I'm gonna do a haul and just show you everything that I got, and I'm gonna try to spend at least a few hours in here, so hopefully we can find a good amount of things. As with always, with every thrift store, with every thrift trip, you never know what you're gonna find, and that's the beauty and the fun of it. So okay, let's jump in. All right, as soon as I walked in, the first few bins were full of shoes, which I love selling. So I ended up digging through them for quite a while. And at the bins, of course, it's important to not only look for brand, but also make sure you check condition, because many of these shoes are really beaten up. But I happened upon these halogen booties that appeared to be in excellent condition, so I snagged those up, and you'll see those later on in the haul. And I kept digging through these shoes, and I actually did find another pair that I'll show you later during the haul as well. But the majority of my time was spent digging through the clothing bins. And really, the way I like to sort through the clothing is by pushing all of it to one side and then going piece by piece and feeling the quality and checking the brand if it kind of passes that quality inspection. And I often find small but expensive pieces this way, such as sports bras or dainty knits. And in fact, later on in the haul, you'll see an All Saints piece that I wouldn't have found if I had just randomly dug through things. So there were a few pieces in this bin, such as this Zara top that we're looking at now, or a pair of this vintage Victoria's Secret pajama pants, or also a BCBG Max Azria dress that I ultimately ended up putting back. But sometimes, honestly, I'll just pick these pieces up, pieces that are just like okay, and I'll put them in the seat section of my cart, knowing deep down that they're not going home with me. But sometimes I just need to feel like I've made some progress, especially if I go a while without finding anything at all. But at this trip, I actually did make it in time during a bins rotation, and I'll actually talk a little bit later in the video about how that works. But I waited behind the yellow line as they carted these out, and I probably ended up waiting about 5 to 10 minutes. And I actually did find a Lululemon piece in this new bin here that I'll show you later on in the haul. Okay. Whew. I spent, 3 hours in there? So I found some really good stuff at that Goodwill. They weren't rotating the bins for clothing as much as I usually do, or much as I would have liked while I was there. I think they were just starting to rotate the clothing more when I left because I got tired and my feet are hurting and I need to eat something. But they were rotating hard goods, so it's just, sometimes timing is off. But I did find some good things that I was really actually surprised to find, so I'm excited to show you all those in the haul. I am actually going to rest my feet a bit, go get lunch, and then I'm gonna head over to another Goodwill outlet and see what I can find over there. And of course, I'll show you the haul at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna go get lunch and then head on over to the other Goodwill outlet. All right, y'all, I am now at Goodwill outlet number 2. I don't think I'm gonna spend too much time in here, maybe 1 to 2 hours, but I am crossing my fingers so we find some good stuff. This Goodwill outlet typically doesn't do a ton of bins rotations when I have gone here, so hopefully they are. I've had really good luck at this one, and I've had some really bad luck at this one, so we will see. I'll bring you inside and hopefully we can find some good stuff, and then I'll do the haul. All right, let's go. There was actually a line at this location, but I got in after waiting about 5 minutes, and right when I went in, they were rolling out new carts of clothes, but I had to wait to go through those bins since people were already in line, so I decided to go through older bins and almost immediately realized that these were better donations than at the previous bins trip. And as you'll see, I found this Anthropologie Maeve top, which you'll see later on in the haul. And for the first half of this trip, I actually didn't have a cart. So my workaround in this case is just to use my IKEA bag that I put on the floor while going through the bins. And while it's not ideal, it does get the job done. And actually eventually a Goodwill employee found me and gave me a cart, which was so nice of them. But sometimes at the Goodwill outlet you'll find one bin that just has a pocket of really great donations, but this time honestly it just seemed to be randomly scattered throughout. I found maybe one item per bin, and in this bin that I'm going through, as you'll see in a second, I found a pair of Beyond yoga leggings, and I was actually able to spot it based off of knowing that logo, and having a solid understanding of athletic wear logos is really valuable as a reseller. I found this Zara dress and actually a pair of Zara pants, but luckily I caught some flaws on them and put them back due to condition after checking them over. But as you'll hear me talk about in a second during the haul, I wasn't so lucky catching flaws with everything that I found. Okay, well, I know I said I was only going to be in there for 1 or 2 hours, but I stayed until closing and I found some really good stuff. Came out to $40 worth of stuff, which for me is a lot at the bins. I mean, I don't typically have a ton of success at the bins, but the stuff I found, some of it is so good. And the thing is, if you don't know how the Goodwill outlet works, basically they roll out these big bins of clothing or hard goods, and right now, at least in Oregon and with COVID, once they roll it out, only one person can go through a bin at a time. You basically have to be standing right in the right spot when they start rolling out these new bins, or else you have to wait around for that person to get done. I hope that makes sense. I was not quick enough to be in the right spot when they were rolling out new bins at any point when I was here, and I was too impatient to wait for that person to be done, so I would just go through older bins because they typically leave bins out for maybe 2 hours or so, and some places probably less, in some places probably more. I was going through some really old bins thinking, oh, they would be picked over, but I found some amazing things in all these older bins to the point where I was like, what is wrong with this? Like, why didn't anyone pick it up? So I'm really excited to show you, and it really goes to show that if you're like me and you're going to the Goodwill outlet and maybe you're intimidated by nudging your way up to the front, or you just aren't quick enough like me, you can definitely still find some really good stuff. Not everyone in there is looking for the same thing. I think as a reseller, we're looking for something pretty unique. I am really excited to show you. I found some great brands, things that I just was like, wow, I couldn't believe I found it. So I'm gonna go home, wash this stuff, get it ready, and then I will show you in the haul. I had actually a lot of fun today, and I'm excited to do another video like this soon. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel if you like thrifted content, reseller content, Poshmark content, eBay content, etc. Alright, see y'all at the haul. Alright, let's get started with the haul portion of this video. Before we do, I want to make note of a couple things. First, I want to share how much I spent at the Goodwill outlet and how much my average cost of goods came out per item. First outlet, I spent $22.64 and I purchased 13 items, which brings my average cost of goods for that trip to $1.74 per item. And then at the second outlet or Goodwill bins trip, I actually got water on this receipt, but it was $40.43, and I purchased 25 items at that location, which brought my average cost of goods for that trip to $1.62. $1.60, 70 cents, those purchases do add up. It's not nothing. As I think is typical, day after getting back from the bins and going through everything, you start noticing a few flaws that you didn't notice while you were there. So I wish I would have checked through everything more carefully. Another thing I wish I would have done, and I almost always do, but I didn't because I was filming, was check comps on everything. I think virtually everything I picked up, I did not check comps on. And if you've taken my course, you know I'm a huge proponent of checking comps every single time you make a purchase for your reselling business. It's the best risk mitigation tool that you have as a reseller. I have to check comps on my phone, and I was filming all day on my phone, and I knew I wouldn't have enough battery life for both. I still need to order that portable charger. I gotta put that on my to-do list for today. So I didn't check comps on anything, and I also missed some flaws. So I'll just talk you through that. I'll show you what I missed, and I also think I'm gonna try to take some of these items to Crossroads and see if they'll accept them. And I kind of purchased a few of them for that reason, but if not, I can resell it. Oh, and one more thing, you might notice that there aren't 38 items in this haul, and that's because I bought a few items for myself that I probably won't show you. A couple maybe I will, that's why. Okay, let's get started with the haul. Let's start with stop number one. I actually want to start with some shoes I found because right when I walked in, there was a big shoe bin. The first pair of shoes that I found were these Zara booties. They have a nice block heel and they are snakeskin or python. I'll put both of those keywords in the description. I'll also put that they have a square toe. They're just really nice booties, ankle booties, and they do have some wear, as you can see, and some wear on the inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. So I'll definitely make note of that in the listing. Goodwill wanted $9.99 for these and no one was willing to pay that. So I went ahead and paid $1.74 for them, and I actually think they'll do well. I, again, haven't checked comps, but I really do like selling Zara shoes, especially like modern, cute styles. Okay, the next pair of shoes are these halogen booties, and I think they have a genuine calf hair upper, and they're this leopard print, and these actually don't have too many signs of wear. Halogen is an in-house brand at Nordstrom, which I have some experience selling, and it tends to do fairly well. I think these newer type of styles that are more trendy are definitely going to perform better, so I was definitely willing to pick these up. Goodwill again wanted $9.99 for these, so I paid $1.74, and I think they're in excellent condition. Cute booties, size 8. I'm excited to see how they do. The next item that I got at this Goodwill bins is this vintage Dooney and Bourke purse. Don't really know too much about Dooney and Bourke purses. I have one myself, and I think I've sold a few, but I'm actually gonna take this to Crossroads and see if they'll accept it. It's not in perfect condition, but rarely they are, and I know that they do sell these, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it there, and if not, I will sell it myself. It has some of the authentic factors, such as the zippers say Dooney and Bourke and so on. There are fake Dooney and Bourkes out there, but I don't think this is one of them. Could be wrong, but I'm fairly fairly certain there was a tag in here that got ripped out. Anyways, I'm gonna take this to Crossroads, see what I can get for it. I was surprised to find this at the bins. It looked like something that someone threw back. Next up is a pair of Levi's, and these are men's, and they are 30 for 30. I got these specifically to take to Crossroads. I'm really curious to see if Crossroads will accept these, because this is an item that I could come across pretty often at Goodwill outlet, and I feel like, I think I've said this before, but Crossroads receives way more consignments from women than they do men. So I think there's a higher demand on the consignment side of things at buy-sell trade stores like Crossroads, but we'll see. I'm gonna take it to them and we'll see if they accept it. Next from this stop was an Eileen Fisher linen dress, and this is Eileen Fisher woman, which is plus size, and there's actually a little mark on the inside of the dress. I washed everything in this haul, so I was surprised that this actually didn't come out because typically that's water soluble marker. I'll just have to make note of it in the listing. I'll also have to make note of the fact that the size is actually missing. So in that case, what we do is we just measure the garment and we compare those measurements to the brand size guide and approximate what the size is and disclose all of that in the listing. This is a really nice summer dress. It's got a drawstring waist, it's got pockets, it's 100% linen in this really pretty pink color, adjustable straps. So yeah, a perfect piece for summer. Definitely wanted to pick this up and give it a go. Okay, the next item is this vintage t-shirt that is so cute. I might actually keep it, or I might try to take it to Crossroads. You can tell it is vintage from that tag, and it's just a really thick t-shirt, which is definitely indicative of vintage, and the typography on the front is just so quintessential vintage. It's so cute, just really good quality t-shirt, so I might keep it but might not. It's just so cute. Anyways, I couldn't leave this behind. The next piece is actually something I was super surprised to find. I was so happy. This is potentially the best piece I've found by this brand, and it is Johnny Was, size medium, and is this really pretty embroidered blouse, embroidering all along the V neckline and along the arms as well, and along the side seams as well. So pretty, so cute, and really has no flaws, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this listed. I still love selling Johnny Was. I don't know if it does quite as well as it used to, but I think pieces like this are just timeless. Very, very cute. Okay, the next piece is actually something that would have been an amazing find in like 2018. I didn't check comps on this, so I don't know if I should have picked this up, but it is Free People, and it's a size small, and it's a thermal with these knitted cuffs, and this was something that was really hot item to resell back in the day. This is a more of a ribbed actual sweater with this interesting mock neck, turtleneck neckline, kind of a boat neck neckline. I honestly have no idea if this has much resale value. I wish I would have looked this up, but I can also take this into Crossroads when it gets a little colder, and I think they will accept it, or I can send it to ThredUp, and I think it should do pretty well over there. I'll at least get my money back. I need to check comps on this and see how it does. If you guys have sold anything like this recently, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, the next one, I was also surprised to find this one. It was kind of, I think, near the Johnny Was top, and it was in an old bin. So I was surprised to come across it, but it's All Saints, size small, and this one's in almost impeccable condition. It's this really sheer knitted top, oversized top that you could wear over a dress. You could wear it over, you know, a tank top. It's really perfect for the season that we're in. It's just this lightweight, sheer, breathable piece of knitwear that is just gorgeous. So I'm excited to see how this does. I'll definitely be selling this one, and I thought it was a really good find for the bins, especially for the condition that it's in. And then I found, this is a piece that I'll definitely be taking to Crossroads to see if they'll accept, but I found Lululemon. This is an older style of Lululemon. It is a jacket, zip jacket, and it's white with this kind of cream colored accent that's on the sleeves. And this actually has a small stain on the sleeve. I tried to get it out, but it did not come out. So I'm gonna take it to Crossroads and see if they want it. Otherwise, I'll probably send it into ThredUp, because Lululemon tends to do really well at both of those places, even older styles. So yeah, we'll see how it does. I tend to just pick up Lululemon when I see it at Goodwill outlet, and I can always find a place to sell it. And then I got some things for me. I'm actually starting to pick up baby clothes, which is funny because I'm not pregnant and I have no intention of being pregnant anytime soon, but I just kind of want to start saving some special pieces that I come across so that when I do hopefully have children, I will already have purchased wardrobes for them. They'll be secondhand and curated, you know, over time. Just a little fun activity. But this is actually another thing that I picked up. This is a skincare line that my friend actually told me about, and she actually sent me some of the skincare line for Christmas last year, and this is unopened. So I could sell it on Poshmark. On Poshmark, you can sell skincare and body care products that are unopened. Listings for this go around $25 right now, but I think I'm actually gonna keep it. So I thought that was a good find. I just wanted to mention, and I wanted to ask y'all, do you guys sell any makeup or skincare, etc. on Poshmark? I think in my experience, it has done well when I kind of dabble in other categories like this. So I'd be curious to hear what your experience has been with things like this. And I actually buy stuff like this on Poshmark all the time, so. Okay, and then I had a lot more luck at the second stop, so I'll start here. These are a pair of Bonobos, I think 99% wool pants. I will show you the tag. Bonobos is a menswear brand that I still really enjoy selling. I tend to have pretty good luck with it. So yeah, these were really high quality pants, 31, 32, and they're in excellent condition. They were just sitting on top of a bed, so I decided to go ahead and pick them up, and we'll see how they do in my Poshmark closet. One thing to know, I won't take them into Crossroads because one piece of feedback Crossroads has given me is that they really don't take a lot of professional wear or career wear. These are definitely that category can do really well on Poshmark, so just something to keep in mind. Okay, this next piece I'm actually really excited about, and I'm fairly tempted to keep them for myself, but this is a brand I had never heard of, but as soon as I saw it, I wanted to pick it up because I thought it could definitely be good. And the brand is Nap. So this is the tag, it kind of goes around. Nap loungewear. And I mean, I haven't really done too much research or anything. I did check comps on this though when I got home. I think this brand was probably started due to COVID. I know a lot of loungewear brands were started during COVID. They were either started or they had significant growth during the last year because of course all of us are staying at home, and that's a category that's just exploding. And I think since a lot of people are choosing to stay at home and work from home, it's going to continue to be a really lucrative category. So definitely something to keep in mind. This is a pair of 100% wool high-rise wide leg pants I thought were so cool, and comps on this brand look pretty good. They also have pockets and they just look really, really comfy, really well made. Being 100% wool, that is something that's pretty rare. I definitely wanted to pick these up and try them out over on Poshmark, and you know, if they don't sell, I'll just keep them because I think they're super cute. I think they will sell. We'll see. But that's actually why I love shopping at the bins, is because you really can take risks and experiment with brands that you've never tried before and categories and so forth. This brand, the reason I think it's relatively new is not only because a lot of brands started during the past year in this category, but also because there wasn't a ton of data in terms of comps, both available and sold on this brand. It was going to be a gamble whether I check comps or not a little bit. So being able to buy these for $1.62 and experiment, I think is great, and it really helps you, especially when you're first starting out and don't really know what sells and for how much and so forth. Okay, the next piece is definitely something I wouldn't have picked up at a regular thrift store. It's an Anthropologie piece, and this by Anthropologie tag is fairly new. This is a size 8 petite. They are kind of just these capri pants with this buckle detail on the ankle and on the sides. I will need to check comps on these. I might choose to sell them. I might try to take them into Crossroads and see if they'll take them. If I could go back in time, I'd just go ahead and check comps and see if they were even worth my employees' time. We'll see. I might see if Crossroads will take them, but Anthropologie is typically a brand that doesn't really perform that well anymore, except for certain pieces. So I have a whole video on Anthropologie, and some things have changed since then, but not much, and I'll go ahead and link that up on the screen in case you want to check that out. Okay, the next brand is actually a really great brand, but this has a pretty significant flaw that I missed in the thrift store. This is the brand Figs, which makes scrubs that are really high quality and tend to sell really well on the secondhand marketplace. It is fairly worn. There is some like light kind of wear throughout the fabric, but more importantly, it's got this stain right here. So I'll just disclose both of those things and list them for lower, and hopefully they'll move fairly quickly, but we'll just see what happens. If worse comes to worse, they don't sell, I'll just redonate them or send them to ThredUp. Okay, the next piece I was surprised to find, and they appear to be in excellent condition. I found a pair of Good American jeans, and they are a size 8/29. They're the good waist, and they're gray, and they have a bunch of distressing all along the front, and the threads within the distressing are still intact, which is great. They're high rise, just an excellent pair of jeans to find at the bins. I was so happy to find these, and I'm excited to see how they do. I covered this brand Good American in my 50 Bolo brand list, so if you haven't downloaded that, definitely make sure to do that. That link will be down in the description. Someone actually commented recently on my TikTok video that they found a pair of Good American jeans at the bins, and they wouldn't have picked it up if it weren't for that list. So that was a really cool thing to hear, and it was really cool that I also found a pair of Good American jeans at the bin. So yay. Okay, the next item is another pair of jeans by Madewell, and these are a fairly recent style, and patch is in great condition. There is one flaw though, and that is it has a small little distressing on the back left side, so I'll have to disclose that in the listing, but otherwise in excellent condition, and I was really excited to find these as well. Okay, next piece is something that I was excited to find. It's actually a really kind of cute recent shirt dress from Madewell, but it has a few flaws that I missed in the thrift store. The seam is unraveling here, and it's also unraveling on the back. So it's actually a flaw that could be repaired, I think, fairly easily, but I'll have to check comps and see if it's worth the money to repair it. Probably not. I'll take it to Crossroads, see if they want it, because it's definitely still wearable, but this is a piece I was kind of bummed when I got home and found those flaws. That's okay. Okay, the next piece I bought specifically to take to Crossroads, because again, I'm interested to see what men's pieces they'll take. This is Top Man, and that is Topshop's men's brand, and they are $32.32, and they're these houndstooth pants in excellent condition, kinda Portland style. Yeah, we'll see if they take it. Maybe I'll update you guys on my Instagram stories what they took and what they didn't take, so we can all just kind of learn together what a good consignment strategy is. And I am planning an exciting bins to consignment video, which I'm really just doing because I'm super curious about that topic, so trying to get as much experience with that before I do that video as I can. So yeah, we'll see how this does. Next up, I was also super excited to find this. I was looking for flaws and couldn't find any. This is a athletic wear brand that I love selling, Outdoor Voices, and these are size medium, and they're these navy blue space dye capri leggings. Super cute. I'm so excited to find this. I've sold a good amount of Outdoor Voices and know that it does well, so I snatched these up as soon as I could. Okay, next are these. This is an athletic wear brand that I don't have any experience with. Brand is Pop Flex in size 2. I'll show you the little logo. Okay, again, this is a brand where comps were all over the place. So, and I couldn't find any direct comps for this particular pair of shorts. So I decided, okay, they're really lightweight. Why don't we just go ahead and try it out? Plus, they are small, gonna be easy to photograph, steam, inventory, ship, all that jazz. So I thought, hey, it's definitely worth trying it out, giving it a go, and seeing if this is a brand that I will pick up in the future. Okay, the next piece is a brand that I have sold before, and I really love selling this brand, and it's Beyond Yoga, which you can tell from this little logo here. These are a pair of charcoal gray leggings. They're great for yoga. They've got this little ankle hole on the bottom there. I was excited to find these, and Beyond Yoga, when it's in good enough condition, is definitely a brand I will always pick up. All right, next was something that I decided to get because it's super lightweight, and that is this Zara. This is the newer Zara tag that I like picking up. Little peplum crop top blouse and this polka dot satin material. Super cute, fun, lightweight, easy to photograph, ship, inventory, all that jazz. Next is also by Anthropologie. It says Maeve by Anthropologie, and since it says by Anthropologie, I know it's a more recent piece. This is a yellow lace blouse. I need to check comps on it and see if it will be worth my employees' time to even list this. Otherwise, I will either try to take it to Crossroads or I'll send it into ThredUp, because again, Anthropologie is something I always like to check comps on before attempting to purchase or sell, but I didn't. So I went ahead and threw this in my cart. It was lightweight. Yeah, we'll see what I end up doing with that one. And the same goes actually for this next piece because it is also Anthropologie. And again, that by Anthropologie tag is fairly new. It's a size extra small, and it is this white knit kind of tunic vest, v-neck. It's got this big slit on the front with a high-low hem. So yeah, I need to check comps on this as well. It is white, but the white has dulled a little bit. It's still no stains and no substantial flaws. So I picked it up and I need to check comps and see how it does before I decide what I want to do with it. The next is a brand I love selling, and I'm kind of bummed because I found a flaw on it when I got home, and that is Smartwool. Smartwool is a brand that sells really, really well and quickly, and I always tend to pick it up when I find it, but it does have this little hole there. So I think with this one, actually, I'll have to check comps to make sure, but I believe the average sales price will leave me enough margin to go ahead and actually get this repaired. I do work with this local tailor who does a lot of repairs for us. Her rates are really reasonable, and as a reseller, I think that's a really important resource to have over time, is to kind of try to find out who locally can do repairs for you, especially if you can't do them yourself like I can. So I might send this to her and she could probably sew that up real quick, and I would just disclose that in the listing as well. So I thought that was a really, really good find. I might actually still be worth the repairs and I'll still make a good return on it. Okay, this is something that I don't sell this brand very often, but it is the North Face. Comps on this brand are all over the place because it's been around a while, and of course they make tons of different styles, so I have no idea how this will do. It's again something that I wish I would have checked comps on, but it is this fuzzy fleece full zip jacket in a size small, and it's in really excellent condition. So yeah, we will see. I'll check comps and see what I want to do with it, but I'll probably go ahead and list it. Hopefully I can get at least $20–25 for it. This next piece is from a brand I haven't picked up in ages, but it's Banana Republic. But I just thought this jacket was so nice, and it was in such good condition that I wanted to go ahead and try to pick it up. It's got this belt, and it is a quilted down jacket with this stand collar with a buckle, and I just thought it was really nice. It reminded me of this other jacket I've sold by Ralph Lauren before that did really well. So I need to check comps on it and see how it does. It might be a good candidate for ThredUp if comps don't look great. I really wish I would have checked comps. But this next one is Lauren by Ralph Lauren, and I've had a lot of success selling outerwear by this particular brand, and so when I saw this coat in excellent condition, I went ahead and picked it up. It's got this faux Sherpa lining on the hood and along the zipper. Got a drawstring waist, pocket, full zip, medium length, really cute. It's a size medium, so I need to check comps on it, but I'm actually really hopeful for this one, and I think this brand does especially well on eBay. Excited to get it over there. My next piece is one that I wish I could not pick up. Not because I don't think it's cute, but just the condition, and it's gonna take a lot of work to clean it up. But it is Zara Trafaloop collection. I found the style name. It is the Poppy dress. So it's super cute. I love the print on this dress. It's the satin material with this mock neck and short sleeves, but the reason I wish I didn't pick it up is because it's got a fair amount of pilling along the shoulder and neckline area. I may be able to take my sweater shaver along this, but it could snag this fabric, but it's just gonna take more time than it's probably worth. So I might take it to Crossroads and see if they want this dress, and if not, I might just send it into ThredUp. If it was in better condition, I would definitely sell it because I think it's really, really cute, but it would take my employees a long time to sweater shave this entire thing, and their time is money, quite literally, to me. Not worth it in my eyes. So I have one more item from this bins trip, and that is this pair of Rag & Bone booties. Show you the Rag & Bone logo there. They have seen better days. They have a fair amount of wear, but really the uppers are still in really good condition. It's this perforated suede. There is a little bit of discoloration on this one, but I still think they'll do fairly well. They are a size 39.5. I would go ahead and try them out, and I might actually take these to Crossroads too and see if they'll take them, and if not, I'll just go ahead and list them. All right, well, that was the whole bins haul minus some kids' clothes that I bought for myself. I hope it was fun, enjoyable, helpful to y'all in some way. Let me know in the comments down below what you think my best find was from this trip. I think my favorites from this thrift trip were the Outdoor Voices leggings, the Good American jeans, and the Johnny Was top, and maybe the Nap loungewear wide leg pants. I'm really excited to see how those do. So let me know in the comments down below what your favorite piece was, and also if you haven't already, give this video a big old thumbs up, but more importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always putting out content about thrifting, reselling, Poshmark, and eBay, which I think will be super helpful to you. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!